What's crack is VangelinaSkov, and today I really do not feel very well, so we're doing drama on my couch, where I'm going to be sitting like this in bad lighting and lack of editing, and we're all just going to deal with it. But I am hopefully going to try and make sure that the audio is not too terrible for you, since I feel like that is the more important aspect of that. Anyway, besides that, today we are going to be talking about Trisha Paytas and the drama going on with her, Jeffree Star, hairbyjay, and a little bit Shane Dawson as well. So before we get into that, please subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications when I upload. And if you would like to, you can also check out the Patreon or the memberships with the links in the description. Thank you very much. And now we'll talk about Trisha Paytas. So a little while ago, Trisha went on a trip with Jeffree Star, hairbyjay, and a couple of other people who are just not relevant to this story. So hairbyjay is Jeffree's hair person. He does wigs and hair. I think you know what a hair person does. He's fairly expensive, but these people all have money, so I guess it's fine. But hairbyjay, or we're just going to call him Jay, because if I keep saying hairbyjay, I'm going to lose brain cells. Jay had been doing Trisha's hair and her wigs and stuff as well. And they had a little bit of a money dispute, with Trisha saying that Jay had overcharged her, Jay saying, well, no, he didn't, but Trisha paid him anyway. And as a result of this, Jay got very angry and did an Instagram live where he went on for a long time about Trisha, called her every name under the sun, said that she had ruined the trip, she was complaining all the time, started commenting about her appearance. So was saying, oh, well, Trisha was saying we made fun of her skin. Well, look at your skin still looks terrible to this day. Pulled out a picture of her and pointed at her to make the point that her skin looks bad. Somebody who does have issues with my skin, rude. But not about my opinion, obviously. And he also called her a walrus because she is overweight. So said a lot of things about her appearance, said a lot of things about her and her personality, and it went on for a while. He kept repeating it, kept saying, walrus, warty, look at your skin, look how fat you are, and things like that. All because of this money dispute, and he was mad. He also said things along the lines of, he shouldn't have picked a fight with me, he should have picked the fight with the makeup guy, he's nicer compared to me, I'll destroy you by the time I'm done with you. And also saying, by the time I'm done with you, you'll look a type of disorder that I can't say what it is. It has to do with food and lack thereof. If I say that word, I will get the YouTube gods mad at me. But basically, again, commenting on her appearance. So that's not great. He said a lot of stuff. So in response to this, Trisha posted a video to her channel which showed parts of Jay's live stream from YouTube. And while she was showing this, you could hear Trisha crying. You couldn't see her in these parts, but she did cut in every now and again with her talking and her explaining her side of the story. So according to her, during the trip, Jeffree and Jay and everybody else had been making fun of her the whole time, pointing out her bad skin, making fun of her weight, her substance abuse issues, basically everything that they could the entire time. And apparently at one point, she had picked up a nacho and Jeffree Star had slapped her hand and said, don't eat, according to Trisha. Which, if that is true, that is quite terrible. And this went on the entire time. She wasn't comfortable the entire time, according to her, and says that it was all just mean girl behavior and horrible, and thinks that Jeffree just invited her so he could say horrible things about her, trying not to swear. And yeah, she left the trip early, and Jeffree had apparently paid for things, and this was an argument that Jay brought up in his Instagram live stream. How can you talk bad about Jeffree? How can you say he's a mean girl and all this? Because Trisha had already complained on Twitter and I think on TikTok when he paid for everything. How can you say all these terrible things about Jeffree when he paid for your entire trip? He paid for the private jet, he paid for the hotel, he paid for the concert tickets, he paid for everything. It is important to note that a lot of people are saying, and I would also be of the opinion that just because somebody pays for something doesn't mean that all of their behavior is excused. If somebody took you out to a nice dinner and then slapped you across the face, the dinner doesn't really make the slapping okay. So there is that. But Trisha did say in her video that she kept offering to pay for things. She wanted to put money towards the private jet for the flight. She wanted to pay for her own room, and Jeffree just said he was going to take care of everything. So her view seems to be that Jeffree wanted to take care of everything so he could say whatever he wanted about her, do whatever he wanted to her. And as she said, it was, in her view, mean girl behavior. So a lot going on there. I don't know what else possibly happened. I don't know how much more happened. She did say she just felt uncomfortable the whole time. But there is another issue. So Jay, hairbyjay, also has apparently doxed Trisha, leaked her business name, which is not public, and as a result, Trisha had a security breach of her business accounts. That's according to her. I haven't seen any proof of that so far, but she says that's what happened. And also, after this, Jay did apologize. Didn't seem very genuine according to a lot of people. It just seemed like he knew people were mad and that he wanted to get the heat off him, but some people would just assume that he is sorry, others would assume that he's not. Jeffree has also weighed in on the situation, saying he had nothing to do with it, he has no control over how Jay acts, and thinks that Trisha is just trying to start a media circus with an audience, and that he's not interested in getting involved. This was all said on Twitter. And besides that, there's more. In Trisha's video where she was talking about Jay, she says that she's upset with Shane, and she was mad at Shane for constantly promoting Jeffree Star when, in her view, Jeffree is a bad person. And says that she was very upset when Ryland had Jeffree on the podcast, and was very upset with Ryland and Shane for that whole situation. She hasn't said whether she's broken off any ties with them. I don't think that's what happened, but she is upset with them for constantly promoting Jeffree. And that is actually an argument that a lot of people have made constantly. Why is Shane still promoting Jeffree? Why is Ryland still promoting Jeffree? And now even Trisha Paytas is saying, why are they promoting Jeffree? And another thing to point out, which I think is fairly important, is that at some point in Trisha's video, she does say, because this all happened a while ago, she's saying, well, people are going to ask, why didn't you talk about this sooner? Jay says, why didn't you talk about this sooner? And Trisha says she didn't want to bring up this whole thing when there were much more serious allegations against Jeffree Star, which I have made videos about. I will try to remember to link those in the description, but he is facing some very, very serious allegations, which are not just of him being a mean girl. So according to her, she just didn't want to chime in at a time when everything was a lot more serious with what is arguably less serious drama. Definitely less serious drama. Why am I saying arguably? It's definitely less serious drama. But as of now, she's still upset. She's posted a TikTok a few times about this. She's tweeted. Her and Jeffree have quote tweeted each other. But it's mostly Trisha saying, this is all terrible, Jeffree Star is terrible, and Jeffree saying, I don't want to get involved with you trying to make drama. And obviously Shane Dawson has not said anything, because Shane Dawson never says anything ever these days. He's just gone. I'm looking off into the distance like I'm having a crisis, but actually I'm just have a pain in my stomach. So that's pretty much it for now. A lot of people obviously are just completely grossed out by Jay and the things that he said about her weight, about her skin. Never mind the things he said about her personality and everything else. So, yeah, do let me know what you think about this whole situation anyway. Do you think Jay is gross? Do you think he's not? Do you think Trisha's right here? Do you think Jeffree is a mean girl? Probably. And if you don't want to comment about that, then leave me a comment. Who your favorite one of the mean girls of the plastics was in Mean Girls? I don't know. I kind of like Regina in a way. She's a great villain. I'm not sure if she's my favourite though. I'm just going to say Regina for now because my brain's not working, and for some reason I can only remember the name Gretchen, and I don't like Gretchen that much. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this here. There's not much more to say about the situation. Honestly, in my own personal opinion, I do actually feel really bad for Trisha if all of this is true. Having people say that kind of stuff to you is just horrible. Whatever your opinions on Trisha are, I know a lot of my audience really despise Trisha, but whatever your opinions on her are, she doesn't deserve to have people picking on her for her skin and her weight and her substance abuse issues. It's not really okay. That's just my opinion on it though. You can think whatever you like. Anyway, I'm sorry this was a bit of a weird video. I'm just really, really not feeling well today. And I don't have much energy to do it any other way. So I hope it was intelligible. Please tell me if it was. And I hope you're having a lovely day. How do I do my outro? Yes, subscribe and click the bell button, please. Thank you if you haven't done that already. And while you're there, you can leave me a like. Anyway, follow me on social media, VangelinaSkov everywhere. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.